What is up, YouTube? Silver Dragons here, and in this video I'm going to talk about 3 dangers associated with stacking silver. So let's do it. Thank you so much for watching my video. I do sincerely appreciate it. If you want to learn more about investing in precious metals, or if you just want to watch awesome videos about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So what are the dangers associated with stacking silver? What are the risks? Now, anything you do in life is going to have risks, and there are some that are specific to precious metals. Now, the first one we're going to talk about is the danger of theft. Now, whenever a robbery takes place, obviously all of your wealth could be stolen from you, but also there is the danger of personal injury. If someone is actually in your house robbing you, well, things could go south. So this is a danger associated with storing large amounts of wealth in your house. And obviously, if you have a lot of silver in your house, you have a lot of wealth in your house. You know, silver is kind of unique. A lot of the silver that you're going to have does not have a serial number on it. It's not, really labeled. It's not easy to identify. Maybe you've got generic silver rounds, generic silver bars. Maybe you've got silver coins, American silver eagles, whatever it may be. If these items get stolen, well, the person who stole them from you can just take them down to a coin shop and exchange them for cash. So this is a great thing for them to actually steal. On the flip side, if they steal things like a computer or a television or maybe even your car, well, it's easy for these things to be identified by the serial number, so they could get in trouble trying to resell it down the road. Maybe even unique jewelry they could get in trouble trying to resell. If they sell something to a pawn shop, there's a holding period, and if you find stolen items, they contact the police and they have these people's information some of the time. So really, precious metals are one of the best things they could be stealing, and a lot of career criminals know this. So if people know that you own precious metals, well, this puts a target on your back. Not just a target on your back, but your family as well, because probably you're storing it at your house and your family lives there with you. So you really need to be very careful when you're buying precious metals, especially if you're buying them in a large quantity. Now, obviously, there are things you can do to mitigate the risk. You can have a large, heavy, hidden safe in your house where it's hard for them to find your precious metals. You can have dogs. These are great. They alert you if someone is in your house. You can have a security system with a battery backup. Obviously exercise your Second Amendment rights, stuff like that. There's ways for you to protect your silver, and I highly recommend you utilize as many of them as you can. But this is something you just need to be aware of, so don't go out there broadcasting to all your friends and relatives that you've bought a lot of silver or gold. Just try and keep it secret.
Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Now, the second danger associated with stacking silver is simply the danger that you would lose it. Now, this would be absolutely terrible if you needed the money for medical bills or an emergency. I mean, one of the great things about having physical silver is that if you ever need to sell it for cash, you can do so easily. But if you lose it, well, it's not going to be there. Your money will be gone. So how do you prevent yourself from losing your silver? Well, most of the time when your silver gets lost, this would be when you're either transferring it or storing it for a long period of time. Let's first talk about transferring your silver from place to place. Now, I personally have never traveled with a large amount of silver, but I do know people who have checked bags on planes with lots of silver in it, and in my opinion, this is a little bit risky, right? Your bag could get searched, and then when you get there, well, all of your silver is gone. Now, I have went on planes before with a little bit of silver on my person. A lot of the time, I'm just bringing some silver coins with me to put in the penny smashers, or maybe a pocket piece or something just for fun. And if I ever get stopped by a TSA, they ask me what it's for, I tell them, and then I just move on. But I've never gone on the plane with a large amount of silver before. Also, maybe some countries won't even allow you to bring large amounts of silver in or out of the country, and it could simply get confiscated. So that's something you need to research and be aware of as well. Now, what about storing your silver? How could you lose it doing that? Well, perhaps you hide it really well. Maybe you even bury it in your backyard and you don't tell your spouse or your children where it's at. And then maybe you pass away and all of the wealth is lost. So I would highly recommend, if you're going to be storing your silver in a hidden place, burying it, putting it in your walls, whatever, you let some person in your family know, so in the unlikely event that you do pass away, they can actually find it. And also, if you are going to be burying your silver in the backyard, I would really recommend making a treasure map for your kids. I think it would be ridiculously cool to receive a treasure map and then have to go find the silver. Just don't make it too hard, or obviously they won't be able to get it.
Up is down. That's just maddeningly unhelpful.
And finally, the third danger when it comes to stacking silver is that you could actually get scammed if you buy fake silver. Now, buying fake silver, there are definitely a few ways to avoid it. And before we talk about that, I just want to show you a few pieces that I've actually got over the years. Here's a Type 2 American Silver Eagle. It's actually a pretty bad fake right there. Here is a Type 1 American Silver Eagle. This one's actually really good. It even has some toning around the outside, so that's pretty crazy. Here's a fake Peace dollar, a couple of fake Morgan dollars. So yeah, there's lots of fake silver out there, and the best way to avoid buying fake silver is just to make sure that whenever you purchase anything, you buy it from a reputable dealer. So don't buy from some eBay seller that has no good feedback. Obviously, try and buy from a big online bullion dealer, or purchase from a local coin shop who actually tests all of their silver. And then once you receive your silver, make sure you're testing it. You can use something like a magnetic slide, or simply do a magnet test or a weight test, or you could use something like a Sigma Precious Metals Verifier. I have the Pro model as well as the original model. These are great tools for finding fake silver. I always say the best practice is just to test each and every single piece of silver that you purchase, so you know once you put it in your stack, it's real and legitimate. Now, I do want to ask you, are there any other dangers associated with buying precious metals that I missed in this video? Feel free to put those down below in the comment section. I do want to wish all of you the best of luck on your stacking journey. A lot of the time when we buy this stuff, we think there's not a lot of danger associated with it, because hey, at the end of the day, we're taking our fiat currency and we're converting it into real money. So how many risks could there really be? Well, there's only a few, and I did try my best to highlight them in this video. So I hope you enjoyed it. I do want to say a massive thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next one. Silver Dragons out.